has been going since 2003. You're now on series number 8. What makes this so successful?
Um, I think it's a show that's warm. Is one of the really simple things about it. It's not anyone who goes on there to win. I mean, the very early days when we first pitched it to the BBC, one of the controllers of one of the channels, who should remain nameless, said, "Yeah, but how do we figure out who's won?" Well, it's really not about winning. You know that terrible thing at a dinner party when people say, let's talk about education, and you sort of feel, even if you're interested in education, you sort of feel the energy draining out through the soles of your feet. You kind of have to creep up on people a bit. You don't say, "This is educational." You have to say, "Here's something, here's a story." It's sort of, yeah, it's a succession. The show is a succession of good stories, I think, if it works well. And the fact that you learn something as part of the bargain, I mean, that's sort of core philosophy for us. Everybody obviously loves Stephen, and so he's so amazingly knowledgeable, which is completely true. But also, I think it sort of revolves around what happens between Stephen and Alan. I think what Alan does is every bit as intelligent as what Stephen does. Alan has no preparation. In fact, he gets almost superstitious about not knowing what's going to be on the show, so that he can respond in that improvised way. That ability to make connections or do impressions of
It is totally improvised.
Totally. We had this great thing recently where the question was, tell us when the sun has set, and we show a film of the sun going down and then disappearing behind the horizon. Everybody presses their buzzer the moment it disappears. Of course, klaxon, they're all wrong. And then Stephen's explanation is because of the thickness of the air at and the refraction. As soon as the sun hits the horizon, it is in fact a mirage. It's already, the actual sun has already dropped below the horizon, but what you're seeing is a mirage because the light being curved. And there's a brilliant moment where they're all 4 comedians are sitting open mouthed, looking at like, what? And I think that's the thing. It's like the information. If it's good, if we've done our jobs properly, then in a way everybody is united in a sense of, Jesus, can that be true? That's extraordinary. And I think that's a very human, very kind of, as I say, we're all kind of united in our own ignorance, and that's why I think that's part of the reason it works.